All right. I'm just kidding. Okay. So this is Tidbits and Randomness. I'm the host, as usual, Winston Dean. Today I'm joined here with my Buzzeti and with Julie Talbert. And how are y'all doing?
Chilling.
Yeah. What about you?
Amazing.
Amazing.
I made it here.
All right. Yes, that's true. It's the little things. Thank you for coming, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
So, for anyone that's joining that has never watched this podcast, the format's pretty simple. For the first 30 minutes, we go over just random topics that are going on in today. News, whether it be political, whether it be pop culture, just random topics. And then after that, we all come at the second half with 2 random topics to talk about for 5 minutes together each. So it's pretty simple. I think that the reason why the format has evolved a little bit over the years of me doing the podcast, but the reason I like doing this format and having 2 guests is because I feel like if somebody were to watch this episode, they'd get a sense of what kind of sense of humor you might have, and maybe after that, maybe want to go check out one of your shows. So, but no promises. All right. So guys, to start, first topic. Have you guys heard the news about Velma?
She's out.
Wait, I thought the news was she's black? No.
No. That was a different character in the same picture as her. No, she's not black. I saw a thing where Shaggy was black, but I think it was just them trolling people. I'm not sure if that's true or not.
Yeah, apparently, the new Shaggy is black.
He is black.
Yes.
Okay, so that's going to be canonical. Like, that's what it is. Okay, and I heard that also Scooby's not going to be in it.
Whoa, how do you do Scooby-Doo?
I love how we're talking about this cartoon over, like, the revelation of her being gay. We're like, oh, fuck that noise. I heard that Shaggy's going to be black.
She's gay.
She's going to be, real quick. Can you Google Velma, just Velma alone real quick for us?
Black Shaggy.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. I mean, we just want some representation out here. And I love, like, how he has, like, ethnic hair. It's so dope. I appreciate it.
And his name is now Norville.
Are you serious?
Just in case.
Is his name, like, always been Norville and just we didn't know that? Maybe. Do y'all know Shaggy's actual name?
I mean,
Brandon's gonna let us know. He's a savant over there with the
Shagford.
Googling, but like, what is Shaggy's real name?
I'll find that out.
does Shaggy like change his identity
Adolf.
or something? Run
But
away
like, I don't
from-
know if they still do it, but it used to be if you just Googled Velma, it came up like a bunch of like gay pride flags just spill on the screen.
Really?
She's always been a gay. I mean, like her and Daphne have always been gay
Or
icons.
Femme for
Daphne
Femme.
was gay?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
Okay, what, Brandon?
His name is Norville.
So there you go.
Oh.
So that I felt like I was like when I heard that I was like maybe that's always been it, you know.
And so is Fred, for that matter.
Fred's
by the
gay.
way.
Oh, I mean
Fred
he is wearing an ascot.
DL top,
yeah.
and Daphne's
Oh, down low. DL's down low.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's I don't know if you knew that. That's a thing, like a rampant thing in the African American community. It's because it's stigmatized in the African American community.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
How do we get here? I don't
That's
know.
why Velma is gay
Yeah.
and white, you know?
Yeah. You can't have her be gay and black. That's just
How do we help all the communities be their true gay selves? You know, it's
you bring out cartoons that we've known for decades and just say what it is what we do. Because we all knew, at least with Velma. I didn't know that. I never got Daphne vibe. You know, yeah?
absolutely.
You think so too? Brandon, did you ever get a vibe that Daphne was gay?
I don't know. I was a child, dude. It was a cartoon about a dog.
That's a valid point, I guess.
Shaggy was straight though. Shaggy was very much a straight
You
man.
know who I also think is like straight Scrappy Doo.
Yes.
There's no way. Like Scrappy, maybe not like we'll just fuck
Scrappy's straight
anything.
Annoying.
Yeah.
He's annoying as fuck. I don't know why they brought. I guess I know why they brought
He's
that.
like the
down.
ally that nobody
Yeah.
wants around.
Yeah.
But I will say that movie where it was like them like at the monster school, whatever. Did you ever see that movie?
I'm not up to date on all the Scooby-Doo
I'm just saying, like
movies.
that one was pretty good, and that was like the oldest one. It's like one of the earlier ones.
Well, what about the 2000s era like live action
Sarah
ones?
Michelle Gellar.
I never watched the live action.
Those
Freddie
were
Prinze
iconic.
Jr.
I just
yeah.
know that Freddie Prinze Sr.'s looking down at his son, just like, ugh, I can't believe he's doing this shit.
You want blonde.
Yeah. You know, y'all know about Freddie Prinze Jr.'s dad, right? How he was like one of like the best stand-up comedians of all time of his era.
You know, I'm gonna be
Freddie
honest.
Prinze Sr.?
Yeah.
No, I did not know that.
He killed himself. Yeah, like
Yeah.
he was like during the era of Richard Pryor and everyone. Like
He
he
must
was.
have been good.
He was
Yeah,
really good.
he
Yeah,
must
he was
have killed
considered
himself,
like
yeah.
a beast, like one of like the best, and then his son's in Scooby Doo.
That's
Yeah,
why
she's all that.
I'm gonna have to
And
end
she's all
up
that.
killing myself eventually because I'm just so good, and it's like
So good at what
too
you
much.
do.
it's too much.
It's too much.
Like,
The world isn't worthy,
yeah,
if you will. Yeah, I mean, I think some people just kill themselves just because.
yeah. No, I mean it's because
That was
like
kind of
Kate
dark.
Spade.
No. I'm just saying, like, not because of greatness, just
yeah.
'cause
The
life.
exact opposite.
Like,
yeah.
That's what losers do.
yeah. Oh.
Great winners kill themselves because
They're
they're
on
too
top.
good for the world.
They're
you
on
know?
top. I'm trying to think of other examples. Who's somebody that killed themselves when they're on top?
Kurt
Kurt
Cobain.
Cobain was the
Yeah.
first one that came to mind. Any others?
Well, Anthony Bourdain, but I don't know if he was like in
Okay.
the peak of his career.
I feel
Or
like he was
Kate
peaking.
Spade.
Kate,
Oh,
Wait,
what's
who'd you
the
say? Pete Spade?
Kate Spade,
Kate
bag
Spade.
lady. She killed herself.
Bag
yeah,
lady.
around the same time. She's a fashion designer.
Oh, okay.
That hung herself too.
Okay, I never knew that.
What was the name? Jonathan Brandeis, the child actor.
You really know about this.
From Neverending Story 2, who killed himself.
Well, there was-
Who
wait.
saw Neverending Story?
I
2?
didn't know there was a never-ending story too.
There's
If I'm
like
being honest.
4.
There's no
in,
reason
in,
to know
in
that.
the third one, Jack Black is in it.
Okay.
Really?
Well, the first one was terrible. So
The
I
first
never
one
saw
is
the rest.
iconic.
Atreyu.
It might be iconic. I feel like so.
Also gay.
Have y'all ever tried to show Labyrinth to an adult for the first time?
I
I
watched like
can
5
recall.
minutes
Don't
of it
do
on Netflix like a month ago or something.
Don't do it. It's
but-
not going to go how you think it will.
That movie scared me when I was like not like an old child.
I
you
mean,
know.
the first my mom every time we used to go to Blockbuster, like we would pick a movie. Me and my brother, my sister would pick a movie, and then my mom would pick a movie for us. Basically, and that's how we saw Labyrinth. Was that she picked it one time. Otherwise, I don't think I would have ever picked that shit. But it was dope. I loved it. Dance.
Speaking
magic,
of gay
dance,
characters,
magic,
yeah.
dance. Yeah, David
Juggling
Bowie.
balls.
Yeah.
Oh, David Bowie is an icon in everything he's ever been in. Like, you just...
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace to David Bowie.
Rip.
All right.
Yeah.
So, next topic. We're going to move on to the next topic. Kanye West. What do y'all think about him rocking that White Lives Matter shirt? and then also going on to say anti-Semitic things like I'm gonna go DEF
Okay,
CON on all Jews.
Yeah, I saw that.
I feel like the last couple episodes, at least 3 or 4, we've talked about Kanye, Brandon. Like it's getting. I feel like after this is the last time we're talking about Kanye ever. I'm doing a Kanye boycott. I don't care how juicy this shit gets with him. He be giving us news.
Juicy.
He be giving us news to be talking about, but like holy shit. Oh my god, this is infuriating. I mean, for me, it's infuriating. But
Are you saying that white lives don't matter?
I'm not saying that white lives don't matter. I'm saying him doing that is infuriating because this is the same guy who sat there next to Mike Myers and said that George Bush doesn't like black people.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta. So you said you're 27, right?
Yeah, I remember
Can I ask
that.
Can I ask how old you are?
I'm 24.
Okay, so you guys gotta understand, I'm older than both of you. Like, I was like a freshman in high school when College Dropout came out, or like 8th grade about. So like that's one of like the most listened to albums of my life. And he's talking about things like, and we can make it to Jacobs to the dealership, but we can't make it to Ballots to Choose Leadership. Like he's talking about things that are like applicable to like black people and everything. This is just, I miss old Kanye. It's just really depressing.
I
Like,
mean,
you know,
like it's not like I feel like he already bottomed out when he like
said
became a
slavery
whole.
was a choice.
Well, that and like the Trump era when he became
Yeah,
like
a lackey for Trump.
lackey Trump, and he said he couldn't he said he couldn't vote for Hillary because Hillary didn't make him feel manly enough. I guess.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. All I know is he was the third. He was the third person on the ballot. Like he was running as well. So, and if you, according to him, the only reason he lost is because he wasn't on the ballot all across the country.
That is the only reason. He's right about that.
I mean, what he's supporting now doesn't seem far off from what was going on for 4 years, you know, when
Yeah.
what's his face was in office.
I mean, he's just a professional troll, right? Like,
Yeah.
That's what I think it is.
With the
He
keen
knows. He
political
knows
mind.
what. He knows what gets the views. He
For
knows
sure.
what gets the comments, and he knows what gets people still talking about him.
Absolutely.
Because he's not with his. He keeps on. He's just crazy. He's unstable, and it's really sad. And I know it's a faux pas to call people crazy, but this motherfucker's crazy. Okay, and I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Okay, I don't care.
Wait, crazy with a K?
No, crazy like he needs to get on his medicine
So with a C.
with a C.
Okay. Okay.
Some
But-
people say that's derogatory. I say it's factual.
Well, in this case, I would say so. Also, I did see
In
that
this case in particular.
that post about, you know, death to Jews, and I did
Yeah, that
really
was
wonder.
pretty-
I'm like, what did his agent do to him? You know,
Oh,
right? I was like, what could have been so bad?
hey, how dare you assume that his agent is what did I say, agent?
Agent.
Jesus Christ.
Or his lawyer, okay, manager. One of those
Wow.
has to be Jewish.
Yeah,
you
I mean,
know,
it's
'cause
almost
he's, like,
impossible to be that successful
Yeah.
and not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a Jew on your team. Yeah.
You gotta. You know?
I mean, we all know what time it is. Yes, yes. Marijuana pardons. How do y'all feel about marijuana pardons?
Yay!
Oh,
that's
I'm
a good
pro.
thing, right?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah, it's a good thing.
That's
It's so
amazing.
ridiculous that there are people still, like, if you go to Colorado or anywhere where it's legal, you can walk into any store and they got this shit decked out like it's Apple. Like, they got them under, like, glass tubes and shit for you to be like, can we smell it, though? It's like, yes, we have the little Quaif Center over here. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, and then meanwhile, people in the same state are in prison for, like, 20 years for some shit that happened before it was legal.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, so, absolutely, I'm
Yeah.
happy about it.
I feel like there's not even
I'm sad that it's only federal. Like, if you have a state offense, then you're still in prison or jail. But if you got a federal offense, then... So basically, if you're moving weight, you're good.
Yeah.
You can get out now.
You know, I remember I was
Nice.
talking about this like probably 6 or 7 years ago and being like, I think in 5 years Texas is gonna have legal weed, and now we're
Oh
we're
my God.
here.
I mean, here's the thing. Texas would be blue if it wasn't gerrymandered.
That's not entirely true, I don't think.
Oh, absolutely. Dallas, Austin, Houston, San Antonio, El Paso, like all the major cities aren't just blue. They're all deep blue.
Yes, but still for statewide elections, there's no gerrymandering yet. That is on the Republican agenda. They want to introduce an electoral college system to the statewide election level, which would allow them to gerrymander statewide elections and do that kind of shenanigans. But at the moment, statewide, the governor, the lieutenant governor, the attorney general, or whatever, are all like just who gets more votes in the state.
Okay.
Okay, maybe if Democrats voted more, then we could.
Oh, yeah, we don't. That's part of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't vote in off-year elections. That's the biggest part of
I
it.
think a lot of people are disillusioned. I think a lot of people are like, they just don't think there's a chance
A
that
lot
they
of
could
people
win.
are. A lot of people are prevented from voting. Also,
That too.
You know, like that's the biggest part of it is people that would and could vote and should be qualified to vote don't get to vote because of things like you can use a hunting license, but you can't use a college ID.
Right.
Like which demographic is more likely to vote with each ID? You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Like shit like that. So it's like
I actually need
yes.
to figure that out because I don't have an
Okay.
ID at the
Oh.
moment.
current congressional districts. Oh, okay. See, like all those blue dots are all the major cities.
Wait, can you bring up Dan Crenshaw's stats district just because it's my favorite? It's in Houston.
Which one do you want to bring up?
Dan Crenshaw. Yeah, this
Crenshaw.
was like right where I lived. It wasn't my district, but I think it was like the next one over. But only because it's the most insane district I've ever seen
Oh,
in
like
my
the way
entire
it's
life.
shaped? Or...
Yes.
No, yeah. Some of the district shapes are ridiculous. And that's what I mean. Like when it comes to like like when it comes to like when you see a district that's shaped like a square, but then like out of nowhere it juts out for like a skinny sliver.
Right.
It's like we know what
There
time
it is.
Exactly.
There it
That's what I'm
is.
saying. You know what time it is when you see shit like that. Like there's
like a
no reason a
tapeworm.
district should be shaped like that. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like there's not a, you could, if we saw an island on a map that looked like that, we'd be like it's fake. Okay, and that's how like ridiculous
Yeah.
it is. But yeah, either way, I don't think Texas will have legal weed when it's federally legal.
Yeah.
They're not going to do it as a state. But which is crazy because Texas is all about the money, so you'd figure that they would come with the times. And,
You think so?
They're supporting, small local businesses, aka plugs, in a way, because I have talked to people who provide, such services, and they are worried for when it does become
oh yeah, because it's their
legal.
only means of
Yes,
income. Yes.
yes.
Like I literally go on stage and I ask the crowd, and I'm like, "Who here is against smoking marijuana?" And like nobody ever says it. I'm like, I feel like the only people that are against it are the people that sell, because it's gonna be like, "Damn, there goes my income."
Yeah.
You know? So like, but I don't know. Number one, all dispensaries to me, the reparations for Black people should be dispensaries. Like there shouldn't be white ownership of dispensaries when Black families have been ruined at the level that they have disparagingly from marijuana offenses compared to white people. We should treat dispensaries like we treat casinos for Native Americans. Unless you have at least a Black person on the lease, it could be like a figurehead that you're just paying off. But a Black body needs to be getting money off of every single dispensary in America.
I'm for it.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous that that's not the case. That I'm just saying, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on that. But then again, we all agree on a lot of things. So this is it's a sound vacuum because we all agree.
Right.
Like Yeah. So.
And just because we agree doesn't mean it's gonna
not
happen.
right. Yeah, or that
sadly,
it's not right, you know, like-
it's not. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It should put us in
Oh, it's not
charge.
going to happen. That'll never happen,
No.
you know.
It should just be us free
So,
making decisions.
speaking of the major cities of Texas, did you hear about the Dallas woman that was killed for beating a guy in basketball?
Whoa, I don't think I've heard about that.
Yeah, 1 second.
That does sound like it would happen in Dallas.
Of any city, of course it's Dallas. No, yeah, apparently a girl beat a guy in basketball, and he was embarrassed because of it, and so he went home, got a gun, and came back while she was like walking home and shot her.
So fragile.
Yeah,
That's
so,
crazy.
What was he
right?
on his period? Like,
Yeah.
Isn't that like the craziest shit you ever heard?
yeah.
Women are just too emotional, you know? It's like
She's the one that got shot.
yeah, she she was probably asking for it in some way.
You're like, let's be honest, she was talking too much shit, is what it probably was.
Yeah. And
No,
That was
I
all
mean,
factual.
I remember the
really.
last time I got punched in the face was during a basketball game.
By a woman?
No, by a guy.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I was 18, so it was a long time ago. I was 18. He was 28.
damn.
Oh my god.
No, yeah, we were talking. I was so mad because like we were talking shit to each other's face for a minute, like maybe like 3 minutes, which doesn't sound long, but when you're like in someone's face, that's a long time. And then I look over at my friend Dave, like, is this guy serious? And then that's when he punched me when I wasn't looking. And so like everyone breaks us up, and I'm still talking shit to him. He's like, "You're still talking shit? I'm from New York. You don't know me." Da-da-da-da. I'm like, "Bro, you're a decade older than me. You cheap shotted me, and you didn't knock me down. Yes, I'm still talking shit. You're a bitch." And everyone's like, "All right, the game's over, guys. We're gonna end it." I was like, "We should have jumped this guy." Like, what the? I was just mad because he sucker punched me.
Yeah.
But
But he lived, right?
yeah. Oh yeah, no, I didn't go
This
get my
kid.
gat from my car and go and kill him. By the way, that's why I don't get in fights anymore. Like also as an adult, like some people like when like for example, if I fight somebody, I just want to assert my dominance and be like, "Are we done here?" Like, okay, like we're done. Some people like if they get the advantage of you in a fight, they want to like fucking destroy you, like just curb stomp your ass type shit.
Yeah.
Like
Which is a big
I'm not
fear
that
of mine.
violent. You can have it. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to do any of that to anybody.
But we should get back to the sexism of it all, right? Because that's what's like
No, yeah, the patriarchy.
yeah,
God
you know,
damn
it's like
It's a pretty bitch-made move to go home and then like follow her to while she's going
yeah,
home
the thing
and
is
shoot
he
her.
still lost. Like that
Yeah.
doesn't
If anything,
Still
like he lost, and now the world knows about
Yeah.
it too. Like so, like if he was embarrassed about it, now the whole entire country knows.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's pretty bad.
They should put "lost to a girl" on his tombstone.
Like put the death penalty, and like that has to be mandatory.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucked up. But that's again like, and that's the thing. Like they were just playing basketball. Like it wasn't like they fought and she beat
It's
him
not
up.
that deep.
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
know?
saying. It's fucking crazy. So, some people just don't value life.
And then I assume they caught him and he's in jail.
He's at
right?
large right now.
Whoa.
But they know who it is, yeah. He's at large.
Okay.
Yeah, so that makes it
Yeah.
even more depressing.
Yeah.
But they'll catch his ass. He's black. They'll get him. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So he's not. You can't run. You can't hide. Boy.
Yeah.
Let's get, that was too dark. I get to say it.
Once
say
again,
it.
you can say it.
I can say it. It's
of
okay.
all the
You guys are like,
people.
oh. Even Brandon pulled back on that one. All right. So do you guys follow politics at all?
Oh yeah, I do.
Loosely.
Okay. Did you see what Tommy Tuberville said, the senator of Alabama?
No.
So the senator of Alabama basically said that we are not going to give reparations to a bunch of criminals because, like, they want crime and they're the reason why there's a bunch of
I
crime.
did hear about this.
So
yes.
basically, he equated crime to reparations, and when we talk about reparations, you're only talking about one demographic.
Yeah.
So basically, he's saying that black people are all criminals.
I
So it's
mean,
just like par for the. It's like, God damn, Alabama, like what the fuck?
it's
like-
just another like mask off moment, right? It's like
Oh, for sure. Like it's a dog whistle kind
Yeah.
of.
At least be original, like
Yeah.
that's
It's so
that's been
tropish.
done.
Yeah, so
it's
tropish.
been done.
No, yeah, and then also in Georgia right now, Herschel Walker, who's always been saying while he's running for governor, he's been not governor for Senate. He's been talking about how he's ardently against abortion. 0 reasons why you should ever have abortion, period. And then he just got caught somebody he paid a woman's abortion, and he's like, she's lying. I don't that never happened. And then she sent screenshots of the get well card with his writing on it, and the $700 receipt from the when you buy a buyer's check or whatever. So it's just all the receipts are there. So that's Herschel Walker right there. He was a pretty good running back in the day, especially in college, one of the greatest college running backs of all time. But clearly he's a piece of shit. Like, he's one of those guys that's a hypocrite. Like,
Cue the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme song. Like, oh my goodness.
And then his son, who is he's one of like those really famous gay people for being famous because he's gay. That's against that is conservative as hell. Like, he's gay but super conservative. So that's why he's famous. Is because he's an outlier.
The log cabin Republican.
What's his son's name?
Christian Walker.
Christian Walker. Okay.
Yeah, can you bring up a picture of Christian Walker? Because this guy's just hilarious. But he basically, who's been ardently on his dad's side this entire time, like with everything during the campaign and supporting him and everything, he came out and was just like, fuck my dad, he's a goddamn liar, you guys knew this about him. And so even he went against his dad after all that shit happened. So it's pretty crazy. If you can't find it, Brandon, it's all good. But can you look up if you can find Christian Walker's reaction to the abortion? I think it's like a 2-minute sound clip. But if you can't find it, it's all good. But yeah, so like those two things are going on in the Bible Belt, of course. So it's all good times. When people talk about like the racist like laws that are going on in the Bible Belt and everything, I'm just like, I feel like more of the country would be that way if they had the same demographics as like Georgia and Alabama. Like, most countries don't have 25 to 35% black people in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the white people there feel like on some level like we got to keep order. Like, you know, like they're the criminals. So like shit like that. Like, or at least the ones in power, unfortunately, think like that. It seems.
Definitely.
And those are all the people that are fucking taking money from the state, being corrupt,
Brett Favre,
fucking
you heard
children,
about that situation?
Yeah.
being the actual criminals.
It's so depressing.
No, what is that situation?
Brett Favre
Regale me.
basically, like, he got like money donated to his daughter's college volleyball team to basically, he got money that was supposed to go to welfare in Mississippi, and he took the welfare money and put it towards a volleyball stadium. And then like he had text that said like, they can't find out about this, right?
I hate
like
it here.
It was bad. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Were you able to find it, Brandon, or nah?
No, I wasn't able to. Sorry.
It's all good. No, you're good, man. No worries. But yeah, he just like went off on his dad. It was pretty crazy. So, in my hometown recently, I don't know if y'all heard about this, a kid being shot while eating McDonald's in his car.
I did hear
By a
about
cop.
that. Yeah.
So what is y'all's thoughts on that? That's literally, where it happened was about like 12 minutes from my old apartment in San Antonio.
That's crazy.
So, yeah. And that guy wasn't even black, so it's like, god damn.
Wait, was this a white kid?
I want to say he might have been Hispanic, but he definitely wasn't black in the video. Like,
well,
can you bring in that picture up, Brendan, for us? The picture of the kid, because they show him looking scared as shit. Like, he says, "Get out of the car!" The kid turns around like, "Oh shit!" Like, but yeah, and then like he tries to drive off, and when he backs up, the car door hits the cop, and the cop said he was assaulted by the vehicle, and that's why he started shooting at it.
Oh
Oh
damn.
my god.
All right,
So-
to be fair, there's been some times when I have been in a McDonald's parking lot when I'm like, please shoot me. But like,
I can't believe I'm putting this in my body. No.
right?
So yeah, that's him right there. He looks like he's like either Hispanic or white.
Huh.
But
interesting. Yeah.
He just unloaded the clip on his car while he was fleeing, and the kid's like in critical condition or something.
Oh, he lived.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I-
So
well,
far,
so
I mean, he's
far.
in critical condition, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty fucked up. So guys, apparently things you can't do. Don't eat ice cream in your apartment alone. All right?
It's pretty scandalous.
Somebody will come in your place and shoot you in your own spot. Don't eat McDonald's in the parking lot. Take that shit home. But don't eat it at home because somebody might break into your shit and kill you. So just don't eat in general.
And don't beat someone in basketball.
Yeah.
You know.
You know what? Just stay your ass at home.
Just
Yeah.
Uber Eats, be
Yeah.
a member, get the discount. What's the discount with the Uber Eats membership? Let everybody know, Brandon, for us. I think it's like...
Fuck you, man. I don't know. I just drive for them, all
You
right?
son of a bitch. I was like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I thought that you got like perks by like getting the referrals.
No, they give me just some like dumb shit where I can get like a free $1 Slurpee every once in a while at 7-Eleven.
Like every 40 hours.
Only if I'm driving though. I have to be online on an order.
Oh, wow. They're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that sucks. Oh, okay. Real quick. So, end game, cops, please stop shooting us like so quickly.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree to that, you know?
Was that kid doing it? Like, were the cops?
Oh, so the
called
cop, the
on
reason
him, or
why he went to the
how-
car, the reason why is because apparently that car had evaded arrest like days before, so he saw the car that he had gotten away from him. So that's why he was going up to it again, is because this kid had escaped arrest before.
Oh,
So,
still doesn't
still,
make it okay.
yeah, still.
Yeah.
But there, you know what's crazy is there's a segment of this country that when they hear that information, they're like, oh, that's a game changer. Or like when they see like him back up the
Yeah.
car and try to get away, they're like, why did he resist arrest? Like, you know, like
Yeah.
it's like because he was scared out of his mind. This light was shining at him out of nowhere and said, get out of the fucking car. Like, That's why he fucking fled.
For
okay?
sure.
You know, like, you're not expecting that when you're going balls deep into a fucking Big Mac, okay?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Anyways.
Have you ever been? Have you had many
Run-ins with the cops?
run-ins with the cops? Yeah.
I've had run-ins. I wouldn't say many for my demographic, luckily, but I've had bullshit run-ins. I've had situations where I'll give you. It wasn't it's not my story, but my twin brother was an officer in the military in Wyoming, and one time he was at a bar late at night and he was trying to leave, but he forgot his debit card inside, and so when he went to go back when they were clearing everybody out, it's one of the only hip hop places in Wyoming, so they always bring all the cops there to get everybody to leave as soon as it's 2:00. Whatever. So like he's trying to get back in to get his debit card. The guy's like, "You're not going to go back inside. You need to leave or whatever." So like Will's like goes around a different way to get in, and he leaves the same way that the guy was blocking. He's like, "Did you just go back in there?" And so like he's like turn around. You're going to jail tonight, boy, or whatever. He basically called him boy. And so my brother, who's kind of drunk at the time, he goes, "You're not gonna." He's like, "You're gonna call me sir. You're not gonna call me boy, or whatever. You're gonna call me sir." And so like he took it like the guy took him into custody, and so like it was a whole ordeal because when you're an officer, if you're in the military period and you get taken, it's a big deal. If you're an officer, it's a huge deal. If you're a black officer, there's only like 2%. Like I don't know what the percentages are, but there's not many black officers. So, and he gets called in by his superior officer, and they're like, "How dare you, Dean? Like, how are you gonna do this? You know that you represent the Air Force." And then like he said, he called me boy, and he's just like, his superior officer was like, "He called you what?" Like, and like completely changed the whole when they found that out. But he had to deal with all that bullshit because some guy was flexing his power. And just could take him in just because he could. And me one time we went to the playoff game against the Eagles and Cowboys that I told you about. We were driving back from Dallas. They pulled us over for no reason. No reason. It was a back road, and they just flipped our car and just like searched all throughout our vehicle. But we didn't have anything on us or anything. So, but yeah, it's happened a couple times. But yeah. So and DWB, it is a thing, you know. It's no secret, you know. But hopefully it gets better, you know.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a comedy podcast. All right, so moving on.
It's a lot of politics.
Did y'all see the heckler who threw a beer at a comedian?
Yes. Yes.
Can you play that video real quick, Brandon? I'm sure you can find it.
Yeah.
So basically, to give like context, like she was like telling jokes that were apparently on the liberal side. So she's like the heckler. We've all seen it, where it's like, so like you clearly vote for Biden, and then out of nowhere, they didn't just throw it, like they like
chucked it with
they
the
chucked it with
malicious
intent.
intent.
Yes.
A beer?
A beer can.
Yes.
Yeah.
A good
She
can.
played it off real well though.
She pulled it off well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did she do
She's
like
that girl.
the Bush ducking out the shoe move, or was it like
She caught it. I'm just kidding.
that'd be cool.
No, because one, that is an iconic moment in political history that not a lot of people talk about.
When some guy threw a shoe at George W. Bush and he like ducked
ducked.
it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was in the Middle East when that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you find a bit, Brian? Not Brian. Brandon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got stuck behind a goddamn ad, and
No, you're good.
I'm pulling it up now because
No,
it's
you're
only on like news sources. Here we go.
Okay.
And Reddit, that's where I saw it.
You saw it on Reddit?
Yes.
Okay. Everything's on Reddit, isn't it, nowadays? All right, here we go.
Everything, yes.
Oh, it's the
Okay.
CNN one. Yeah, they like she got a whole interview out of this shit. She came up.
Everybody vote for whoever you want to vote. I don't care who you voted for. I'm just happy we're all here together.
So you voted for Biden.
I don't know. Why does it matter? Yeah, so what? Why does it matter?
I can just tell by your jokes you voted for Biden.
Alright. I can tell by the fact that you're still talking but nobody wants you to that you voted for Trump. I'm not icy.
Woo. Brandon, can you throw a beer that hard? I don't even know if I can.
That was a good throw.
And then she just chugs it like a
Iconic,
pro, like a goddamn pro.
yes.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool that she handled
Yeah.
it like that. But yeah, that shit's so crazy. Like how hecklers are so like next level nowadays.
Yeah, I feel like I wish that would happen to me. It could be like a big
A
beer
story, a
thrown
moment.
at trans comedian. It could be
headline.
a story. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you'd made it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like how if we all got on Kill Tony, like we would hope it was the week after they said a racial slur on there,
Right.
because then we would come on and just get an opportunity of
Yeah.
a lifetime. So, but moving on. Next topic, last topic. Draymond KO. Do you guys follow sports at all or no?
No.
No. Okay. Well, you're gonna see this clip real quick. This is gonna be easy to find as well. Draymond Green plays for the Warriors. So does Poole. They're both trying to get contract
This
extensions.
is football.
No, this is
right?
basketball.
Basketball. Okay.
So you really don't
Okay,
follow
yeah.
sports.
Yeah.
So like they are both in contract years. So apparently Donald Poole, is that his first name? I think it's Poole. Jordan Poole was talking about how he's going to get a big ass like pool for his. He's going to call it the Jordan Pool at his place, whatever. And so Draymond wasn't having it because Draymond's probably not going to get an extension, even though he's a big part of why they won 4 championships. So it's like an old horse being replaced by a new horse.
Oh.
And so they're talking shit. The guy in the gray shirt to the left. Just watch this. This is like it.
This video looks like it's from like the 80s.
Oh. Move, bitch.
So wait. Boom!
damn.
It was over right after it started.
Oh.
He slapped him. It's over. One hitter quitter.
Damn.
So yeah, that leaked on accident. Like that's kind of bad that leaked. Yeah, usually you hear about fights, but you don't see them. It's kind of like the Ray Rice in the elevator. You know, like we hear about domestic disputes, but to see it, it's like that's why he got so much. He never had a career after that, is because there was video. Like there's other athletes that have done worse, sadly, than what Ray Rice did. Like guys have thrown girls on beds of guns before and been suspended for like 6 games.
Wait, when you say beds of guns,
Like a bed with a bunch of guns on it. He threw her on it, and like she felt like her life was like.
Which player is this?
He played for the Cowboys. What was his name again? He went
of
to the
course he
UFC.
did.
He went to the UFC. Brandon.
I'm gonna Google it. Oh, Greg Hardy.
Yeah, Greg Hardy. His name is Greg Hardy.
Oh.
Yeah, piece of shit. So basically, whenever he
Ew.
fights in the UFC, everyone cheers for him to get knocked out.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
he's a piece of shit, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, he got like 6 games, and Ray Rice never played another down because
Yeah.
there's video. If you saw a video of him throwing a girl like threatening her life like that, he wouldn't have a career either. But since there's not a video, all right, you guys ready to go over our random topics?
Yes.
I'm ready.
All right, we're gonna do it in groups of 5 minutes. So we'll start
Perfect.
this way, and then we'll start with me for the second topic.
Okay.
And do like that. So
Okay, so I shall take it away. So my first topic, I wanted to discuss something in the corner of my life. Is I work at the queer area here in Austin on 4th Street.
Okay.
Yes, and
Legendary.
all of
Go on.
those bars that are homes to all the queerdos in Austin and mean a lot are gonna get demolished.
oh, that went through.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it's gonna happen next summer. For a high rise, basically, and just that's a little slice of Austin gentrification
Yeah,
for
that's
you.
good times.
Yeah.
Good
On
times.
top of the gentrification already, you
On
know.
the east side and everything. Yeah, good times. Good times.
Yeah,
you gotta say,
that's-
like, you gotta love like the culture that brought everyone here. How it's leaving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no room for that anymore.
No, yeah, that's
you
pretty
know?
depressing that they're taking out the whole block.
And
I
it's
mean-
no, they're leaving the 2 most like hateful transphobic bars. Like those aren't the ones that are getting
Wait.
demolished. There's this bar.
There are gay bars that are transphobic.
Yes, there are gay
Oh,
bars that are
definitely.
transphobic.
Yeah.
There are
This is
gay
me-
bars that are
y'all are
racist
giving me
as
insight here.
hell. There's this bar where the like manager apparently calls it. Just has said like really racist things. To
Hey!
black.
Put them on blast for the fucking 30 viewers that are gonna see this.
Well, okay. Well, it's like an
Yeah.
open secret that Highland Bar is just not a safe space for like any POC.
And that's one of the ones that are gonna
queer
stay?
people. Yes, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Are there any? So, what are the good bars that are still gonna be around? Are there any?
I mean, there's gonna be like Swan Dive and Cheer Up
Okay, yeah.
Charlie's, and Oil Can Harry's is getting moved to a different location. So there's still gonna
Oil
be
Can Harry's.
Yes.
Don't know. I've never.
I
Have you heard of
haven't
that
been to
before,
these
Brendan?
places.
Have you
I
heard of
still
that?
need to.
No, I've been to the good Cheer Up Charlie's.
I've been to
bar.
Cheer Up Charlie's before.
That
That's
place is
pretty.
lit.
It is lit. It's
Yeah, which
dope
is
as fuck. That one's going away.
No.
Okay,
No,
not
she's
going away.
staying. But so
That's
far.
the one that has like the colorful background on the stage.
Yes,
Yeah.
the neon lights.
That thing's dope. It looks kind of like a playing card almost.
Mm-hmm.
It looks really cool.
And like people protested the whole like demolishing situation, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. I
Yeah.
remember it was like I want to say maybe it wasn't on the ballot because if it was, it wouldn't have gone through probably.
for
But
sure.
I know that people were mad about it.
But money talks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, well,
She
when you can rent out
screams, she
one
yells.
high-rise apartment for $5,000 a month,
Yeah.
money does talk.
I mean,
Absolutely.
It's just like a month or so ago, like TxDOT passed a plan to like widen all the freeways in Texas for like $85 billion. So many people like protested all this money. They're like, build
All
a
this
train,
construction, yeah.
build a
hate it.
single train,
Yeah.
and then
Oh, the public transit in Austin's kind of a joke
Yeah.
compared to like
It's
Chicago and
non-existent.
stuff.
Yeah.
like
Compared to even Houston or Dallas.
Well, Houston
Houston
Houston's
has a
not good?
train.
Houston has limited trains in certain areas, but it's still not.
have you taken the
good.
train in
From-
Austin?
No.
Because it only goes 2 places.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Domain
It's
and
the
downtown.
stupidest shit ever. Like, it's like- It's not the most useful shit. Is all I'm saying. Like, especially after going to like Chicago last year and just seeing like where the L is literally like the subway and the bus, and like just the same card works on both and it's all efficient. Like,
Right.
but then again, like people here, Texans in general, we are car drivers. We don't use public transit like
Right.
that.
Because
so.
there's not public transport.
Do you think that would make people get rid of their cars? I think that a lot of
think it
Texans.
would.
I think a lot of Texans are of the ilk of like they want to drive.
I mean, yeah, transportation is stigmatized, and we do live in a country run by oil and gas. And by country, I mean Texas.
You wash it one day, then it's raining
Yeah.
literally the next.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. One time I got my car detailed, and then my friend threw up like literally like Saturday, like after the Thursday that I got it detailed in my car. This is
No.
back when I was like young 20s,
Yeah.
but I was still furious. I was mad.
Yeah.
It was leather, by the way.
Yeah. You know. Okay.
Yeah,
So that really soaks in the smell.
yeah.
Relevant
it was
story.
not good.
I do a joke about this one time I hooked up with a guy and I sucked his dick and he really wanted me to vomit on him. And then after I didn't want to do that, he like was not into the whole thing at all anymore. But
Since you didn't want to vomit on him, he didn't want to continue.
exactly.
Oh wow.
And what I thought was
If you're not gonna vomit on my dick,
what I thought
we're done here.
what I thought was most interesting about it was that we were in his car, right? Like this is a nice, I think, leather seat kind of like situation. I'm like,
You're thinking more about his vehicle than he is.
yeah, like,
You sure you want this?
yeah.
I mean, I don't think I'd ever stop someone from sucking my dick because they refuse to throw up on it. So, ladies, I'm a catch. Just putting that out there.
Yeah. So it's the bar is very
The bar is
low.
very.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, zero segue to my topic after that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to divert so far.
No,
from the
you're
gay kind
That's what happens.
Yeah.
No, that's why it's tidbits and randomness.
Yeah.
You know, like that's literally the title. It's just tidbits of information, and
Yeah.
where it goes, nobody knows. All right, so my first topic, we saw that lady get a beer thrown at her. What's the craziest thing? And I want to know Brandon's also. What's the craziest thing you've seen at a mic or show that happened?
Oh my
And
goodness.
keep the story short because I know we've all seen something crazy, but you guys gotta think about while y'all are thinking. I'll tell you one time one of
Okay.
mine. I saw like comics call cops on another comic just because like they were like making a scene and shit, and like it was just cops showed up and like they had to cancel the mic and everything. It was a whole ordeal. But like this comic, I'm not gonna name blast, but this comic is controversial in Austin, so it was just like a whole ordeal when it
Tell
happened.
us after the
Yeah,
podcast.
for sure.
Yeah.
So like it
Jesus
was.
Christ. Just say it, I'll bleep it out. I would.
Yeah,
All right, I'll cut that
hey,
part
make
out.
sure you go back and cut that out.
I know, I'm writing it down.
But because like we're cordial, like she's interesting, but we're cordial. So, but yeah, and if she's watching, she knows it's about her. But I just, out of respect to her, don't want her name out there on that because it was years ago.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was probably for me. It was a whole
my
thing. Like more than one
goodness.
cop car showed up and everything, and it was ridiculous. But it was hilarious all at once.
You know, for me, it wouldn't be like a really specific incident that happened at an open mic, although it kind of culminated in something like that. But there was just one guy who was coming around to open mics in Houston for a while. His name was, well, maybe I should because he might like kill me or something. But
Oh my god.
he was just a total asshole, and he like knew he was, and he was just like proud of that. He would literally like always wear the same shirt. It's like it said something like "I don't fucking care" or something like that. Like it's really
It's like cool.
right. And he would get on stage. He was terrible, and he would always attack the audience for not laughing at his terrible jokes. And then he finally he showed his dick to someone at like
On
a mic
stage?
sometime. No, I think he brought his dick out on stage.
Good
I
times.
was not at that one, but I heard about it. And then finally he brought his gun to the secret group, and
Jesus
he
Christ.
like got it out to like show people or something, and then they banned him, and then I haven't heard from him
About him
since
ever
then.
since, yeah.
But
Bringing a gun to a show is a bit of an overkill.
Yeah.
What about you? Have you thought of one or?
The only thing I can really think of is just obviously when like fights have been happening. There was one
Between comics or?
well, between comics also just there was this one like salient time in my mind where I was like in the pisser at the secret group, and then this other comedian who shall remain nameless was fighting with her boyfriend on the phone, just all around, completely drunk, like airing out her dirty laundry, and that was, I mean, entertaining, but there have also been times where it was like,
Which
oh,
comic was this?
wait, Brandon, can you also bleep out the name?
I got you. He's writing a
Uh,
timestamp right now.
this was
Okay.
yes.
Oh, I'm familiar with this comic.
Yes,
Yes,
so
yes.
a known person. But also there's just been times where I've been to like an open mic and
That
then
person's boyfriend, if I'm not mistaken, is also comic.
yes.
Okay, that's good times.
Currently,
Makes
as
it
of
even-
now, yeah.
Even better, even juicier. Good times.
But there have been times where it's like after the fact I learned that like, oh, sexual assault happened, during that mic or some shit like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
and that's like, oh God,
Yeah.
ultimately.
That's heavy.
insane. Yeah.
All right, well, Brandon, what's your story?
All right. Probably. Have you
The
guys
way you
ever
started
been-
that, by the way, when you said all right, I was like, let me regale you with a tale.
There were
Shit.
several I could think of. Have you guys been to the Pervert show ever at the Creek?
Yeah, I've been to it, Ariel.
Yo, I went this last show and I watched a guy come out on stage and like threw an iPhone zoomed in camera on the projector screen. They put a needle in his dick hole.
Jesus Christ.
This was literally like part of the show, and the rumor, I didn't go to the one before that, but I heard what happened is they brought a girl on stage and she just got face fucked until she threw up and then fucked in the ass. They lock your phones up. It's a show at Creek in the Cave. It's fucking crazy. It made me sick. Like it was insane. He didn't look like he was enjoying it.
Oh my God. Well, you
Yeah.
win. Congratulations. You win.
It's a fun show. It's a fun show.
Perverts at Creek in the Cave. Go check it out if you want to see some crazy shit.
It's a
All
great.
right. Great times.
Yeah.
All right. So what is your first topic?
My first topic, I thought we'd talk about what planets are the most fuckable, because
In our solar system, or are we talking
in our
anywhere?
solar
Are we talking?
system.
Oh, I
In
was
our
about to
solar
say, like,
system.
if we're talking like hypothetical planets too that aren't real, like I can talk about some shit. For
let's take this. I feel like a lot of the planets are fuckable in their own ways.
I picked the boob planet from Rick and Morty. That's definitely what I would pick if I could pick any planet.
Yeah.
And I'm an ass man. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But a planet made of boobs,
Well,
I could have a good time with that.
if we stick
To the solar system,
very serious
not
discussion,
Pluto.
solar
It would freeze
system.
my dick. So.
Pluto's not a planet anymore either. Pluto's like the cuck. of the
Today.
planets, you know?
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
today. Give it another
Also-
2 weeks. It'll
Yeah.
be a planet again.
Maybe
I promise. It's gone back and forth like
Oh.
4 times.
Maybe let's not assume the identity of this planet without.
Yeah, how you gonna
asking
tell
her
Pluto what the
first,
fuck
you know?
it is?
Yeah.
How dare you?
I feel like Jupiter has big like top energy, It like it has so many bitches orbiting around it, and it's just kind of like
In that hole,
yeah.
the tornado, the wandering
Yeah.
hole.
The one.
I feel like okay, Neptune seems very fuckable to me. It's very like mysterious and blue.
I mean,
and,
Uranus
like,
for obvious reasons.
yeah.
Right.
Uranus,
Right.
That's
of
just
course.
low bearing
Well,
fruit there. That's just easy. Right
To
there.
me, a planet that has always been sexy is Saturn.
Saturn's
I
I
Comes with
love
the
how
ring.
we've
with the ring.
gotten to like almost every planet before saying Earth.
Or Venus.
Earth
She's the
It's like
planet
Earth
of
is
love.
disgusting.
yeah. I'd fuck
Venus.
her.
Venus. When I think of Venus, I think of the god of love. So
Yeah.
I'm here to fuck that for sure. I never thought I'd say that in my life,
Yeah.
but I'd fuck Venus.
And I feel like
she's-
Mercury is like a twink. It's kind of just like
You've really thought about this.
look. I think it's important. It's
Saturn
just-
is sexy as
Hey,
fuck though.
BuzzFeed wrote an article about the sexiest planet in 2014.
Okay,
Okay.
what is BuzzFeed's
said-
verdict?
They said
Venus.
Venus is the sexiest.
Okay.
Venus.
Picture
Well,
of it.
literally, Saturn comes with a
Venus
cock
sexy
ring.
bitch, though.
So there's
Yeah.
a cock ring in Saturn.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, it's true.
You
and
know,
could be used in multiple ways.
So I've only used a cock ring a couple times. Does that do anything for y'all guys? Like I don't know. Like
Yeah.
does it?
I'm not well versed.
Okay, like it's because it doesn't do anything for me.
I don't think I've tried one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got nowhere there. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing up a topic you know nothing of. Let's get.
Yeah, and then
I
and nobody
mean,
ever
hey,
brought up.
maybe I should pursue politics. You know, works for them.
And then how do we feel about Mercury on the fuckability scale?
I feel like it's a little bit too hot.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean Mercury. I meant Mars. Is what I meant to say.
Oh,
Oh,
Mars.
Mars.
I mean, I feel like Mars has potential,
Yes.
just like for viable life.
Yeah, that's true. But also, I mean, they have a really big like volcano on. I think that's the biggest volcano in the solar system.
Oh, shit.
On there.
That's some big dick energy.
That's big,
Yeah,
dick energy.
big V energy.
Yeah.
Volcano.
I guess it is more like a V than like a dick.
Yeah.
Or is it? Because a dick has a hole in it too.
That you can
And it
stick
juts
a
out
needle
more so.
into.
Apparently, you can stick a needle down it. And was this guy like known? Does he go around Austin doing this as a talent?
I don't know. And like the weirdest part was there was someone behind him, like kind of restraining and holding him down. I think that was the most like.
Disturbing part?
I did
Yeah.
not see this, but I think that was actually Ava, was it not?
I don't know.
It probably was Ava.
Yeah.
It probably. Ava was the one that was getting face fucked.
Yeah.
I know that was Ava, but was getting face fucked. Yeah, she loves
Good
that
for
shit.
her.
Ava
Yeah.
loves that shit. I've
Yeah.
talked to her about it. Like, that's her shit.
Yeah, no, I talked to her after that show, and
We're allowed. You don't even need to bleep that out. She's proud of it. Like,
yeah, she is, and she was we were hanging out in the green room, and she was talking about how like it's so interesting that like the way that everyone who works at Creek in the Cave like looks at her because they've like seen her, you know, like
do the craziest shit
Face
yeah,
fucked on stage.
right, yeah.
until you throw up. All right. So your turn for second topic.
Okay, my second topic, also once again something relating to me, of course. So recently I suffered a loss. There was a peahen, a female peacock, living at my parents' house for the
They're called
past 5
peahens?
years. Yes, peahens or peafoal. That's
That's
the
a random fact you just get.
non-gendered.
Thank you for that.
Yes, and she was beautiful. Her name was Tula. We fed her. She slept in our tree.
How long did y'all have her for?
She was around for 5 years, a solid 5 years, and she stopped showing up. And I recently learned that she died. And how she died was because one of our neighbors ran over her head with his car. So now we have a murderer in the village. Not a murderer, a birderer, a bird murderer. Yeah, no, not unintentionally, but it was just like.
How did just only the head? Like, was it just like, oh, like, just like
Yeah,
its head? Like,
literally just the. I think he hit her, and then when she fell over, he continued, ran over her head. I know this is very uplifting, but
at least it was an immediate death.
yeah.
Like, I
But
promise you that pigeon hen did not feel it.
peahen.
Peahen.
Yes,
Pigeon hen, peahen, the same shit.
peahen, poop hen. You know, she's dead, so what does
Rest
it
in
matter?
peace to Tula.
Yes, thank you.
So wait,
Just
real
wanted to bring
quick.
that
If
up.
it's a peahen, that means it doesn't even look cool, right?
No, she just had like a blue neck, but yeah.
Did y'all know? Like, please bring up a female peacock for us, Brandon, just so we can see how average these bitches look. It's insane. I didn't even make a joke about this. How like in all other species, like girls just out here looking plain Jane as hell.
Birds are so gay.
Yeah,
You don't know what
Oh my
time
God.
it is. They're only procreating to keep going.
yeah.
Peacocks are so gay. They say, "Look at my
Y'all know about
feathers."
y'all know about bonobos, right?
That they're very sexually aggressive.
Not just that, they're a matriarchal society that handles disputes through sex. So if you're arguing between each other, you settle it by fucking.
I
Look at that average ass bird.
See, but there's
bonobos
start
are
bawling.
interesting.
I'm not gonna lie. It would be more tragic if it was a guy.
right because it is like you know,
I just feel like I just did
exotic.
like I just did what white people did to black people right now, because it's
oh
not
my
as.
goodness.
I'm so sorry. Peahens everywhere.
The peahen
Peahens
community.
lives matter. Okay, my bad.
PLM.
PLM, PHLM, because it's peahen versus peacock.
Yes.
PHLM. My fault. I just.
I'd like to share a bonobo anecdote
Okay, go ahead.
for you.
Okay.
So
Go
they
ahead.
actually did the study with chimpanzees and bonobos, and they gave two groups of each group honey, because it's a very valuable commodity to chimps, I guess, because it's so sweet and tasty.
Yeah, it's probably the
Um,
best food they eat. Yeah.
Right,
Well, this
exactly.
is fucking delicious. Yeah.
Exactly. So they gave the
Some monkeys for you.
chimpanzees the honey, and like the strongest chimpanzees would just like take
Would
it
hoard
and
it.
like give it to their friends and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Be the bearer of it, basically. like,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. But the bonobos would like gather around the honey, and they'd get so awkward they didn't know who would go first to get the honey. They
They're
get
too
so
magnanimous. They're like, no, you, no, you. No,
and they'd get so anxious that they just started having an orgy, you know, because they had to get the
That's what
sexual
monkeys do. Yeah.
tension
So funny.
out
And
to.
then they all had honey.
And they all had honey.
You know what would have been? They should have realized. Like, I feel like as soon as they got done and then they ate the honey, they're like, we should have been doing this with the sex. Like, what were we
Right.
doing? Like, we should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, bonobos also like less violent than chimps. Chimps are way more like gangish. Like if it's other chimp groups, they fuck each other up. And that being said, for the first time ever, chimps and gorillas are starting to fight each other because the amount of land area is shrinking.
That's the
So
first
they're fighting
time.
each other for resources. It'll be like one gorilla against like 10 chimps ganging up on the chimps are winning.
That's kind of hot. But
That's kind of crazy. Like that just shows you how strong chimps are. Because 10 humans against a gorilla, who you taking?
Like the gorilla.
No guns. It's just 10 humans against a gorilla. We know what time it is.
I'll say humans. You
Really?
know, I
Brandon,
Look-
what do you think?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
10 humans versus a gorilla.
Gorilla all day.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean
We don't get knives. We're using our hands against a gorilla. It's a wrap.
okay. How much does a gorilla weigh?
Look, gorilla doesn't matter. I'm telling you, gorillas like you know like that
300,
old man
250?
strength shit.
Yeah.
It's like that on steroids, on Super Saiyan, on all of it. Like when they slap their chest like this, if they did it at that same amount of level on our chest, we're not getting up.
I'm not saying that they wouldn't knock out a significant number of the humans. I think just 10.
If we had knives, we'd have a chance. But without knives, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, what kind of environment are
The savannah.
savannah?
I don't know.
Because
The jungle.
the jungle. Okay, the jungle. I feel like the gorilla might have an advantage. It's very climb capable.
It doesn't look. You're tripping. That's it doesn't matter what the rube is. These guys are dying. What, Brandon? What's up?
Yeah, because a gorilla can like rip you apart.
It can
with their
literally rip
bare
your
hands.
arm off.
I couldn't
Yeah.
rip Winston's arm off as
Yeah,
hard
as I try. I can dislocate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 10 of us couldn't rip my arm off. Most likely, like
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh.
They
But
can
like,
like kill you with a punch.
yes, I'm telling you, this thing where they go like this and they're just like getting amped up. If they did that to your chest, you just broke your sternum. It's a wrap.
That's look. I'd like to see
I
that
think
happen.
you know real quick. A closer fight would be one chimp against 10 people.
Yeah.
That would be a closer fight, and the people would probably win against one chimp. But if that chimp had like a mission of like, nah, fuck that, y'all aren't getting a hold of me. Good luck. All right, now moving on to the next because we're running out of time. But so, what is your favorite twist to a movie or show that you've ever seen?
Watch
Want
me
me to go
not have
first?
an answer.
Want me to go first while you guys think about it?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
one of the ones that stuck with me the most in theaters. It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie, but it wasn't Sixth Sense. It wasn't the I See Dead People, then you went, he's dead. Like, it wasn't that. It was when I went to go see Split.
Okay.
And the scene where it shows you Bruce Willis's character. Like, Unbreakable is my favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie, so I've seen it like 100 times. So, like, when they were in the diner, the music playing is from Unbreakable. So, me, in that moment, I immediately got the connection. And I was just like, oh, shit. Like, it was, like, one of, like, the craziest, like, reveals for a movie for me just because I love Unbreakable so much. So, finding out that Split was in the universe of Unbreakable was pretty dope. That was a pretty good twist. What about you guys?
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
think of anything?
Yeah, I have not seen Unbreakable, so I don't have.
Unbreakable
I
is
can't comment
fantastic.
on that.
Did you see Split?
I have not seen Split either.
It's great.
The first one, I feel
The
like.
third one sucks, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Glass, don't watch it. It's trash.
It's the first movie that comes to mind. Of good twists. For some reason, I think of The Prestige. Have you seen that
Okay, that's a
movie?
great movie.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that.
Brenda's like, fuck getting talked to you. We're like right now.
Yeah.
No, that's a great movie. So when you said, Brendan even like mentioned it like on like one of his social medias, and I was just like, bro, I'm glad you saw it, but where have you been? Like, that movie's so good. Like, so
Yeah.
I definitely agree that
It's a great movie, and the twist is good, and it's like foreshadowed well enough that like you're like,
if
oh,
you're
that
paying
makes
attention,
sense.
you could have gotten it.
But
too, or
it's
something.
also
Yeah.
not very obvious if you're
Yeah.
a dummy like
Yeah.
me. So
You're over here just like, oh shit, I
I'm
can't think of any.
thinking, well, the two that come to my mind, one is Soylent Green.
Oh,
Have y'all
yeah,
ever
the
seen
people-
that?
the
It's
people-
people.
Or Soylent Green, yeah.
Y'all, spoiler alert, it's not
Yeah.
vegan, it's people. And there's this one Atlanta episode called Teddy Perkins.
Oh
I don't know if
yeah,
you- but
that one's weird.
I like the twist at the end where
Yeah.
someone who you think is dead was not been dead the
Yeah.
whole time. A reverse.
Yeah,
A reverse.
that Teddy
Sixth
Perkins one is
Sense.
one of the most talked about Atlanta episodes of all time.
And it's like
Probably.
a short film in and of itself, so if y'all are compelled to see it, I highly recommend it.
No, yeah, I mean Atlanta. That's what they really good at, like the one-off episodes that are subversive and make you think.
Contained within
Yeah.
themselves,
Yeah.
yes.
Are you caught up on the current season?
Yes,
So good.
yes, it's
Oh
amazing.
my God, it's so
yeah.
good. Do you watch Atlanta?
I have not.
You
I
gotta
need
check it
to.
out.
I
If you have
know.
Hulu, you gotta check it
The
out.
current and
Like,
final season.
Oh, wow.
yes, the final season.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is like between seasons 2 and 3, it took like 3.5 years for them
Like
to
for-
release
yeah.
the next one. It went on a 3-year hiatus. It went on a longer hiatus than Rick and Morty. It was crazy. So, but it's so good. Also, what else comes to mind for twists? Any others for you, Brandon?
I mean, Inception. I
Okay,
guess
yeah.
I don't know if there's like a huge twist.
But
I
like
guess
the
all
cliffhanger
movies-
of the ending.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Hateful Eight has some great twists in it. If
Yeah.
you've seen that one.
Yeah, that guy that was like doing too much of the.
Yeah, like the reveal of the poison or.
Oh
like,
yeah, I was thinking not
Channing
Hateful Eight.
Tatum.
Yeah, in the basement when he's
Yeah.
down there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that movie with Jack Nicholson? Chinatown.
I haven't seen
Also,
it.
classic,
I haven't seen it.
iconic.
Fight Club was one.
Yes.
That when you
a
realize
good
that they're
one.
the
Yeah,
same
Fight Club.
person, you're like, what?
Seven.
7 is great. Yeah. What's in the box?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
Silence of the Lambs has good.
That's a
twists
great
in it
one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all these good scary movies. Yeah. All right. Final topic.
Final topic. This is one I've been fascinated. Well, not fascinated. Well, I can't let go of it. Is okay if your best friend, or not even your best friend, we can talk about the degrees of it. But if their dying request was that you and your other friends have them as a ceremonial dinner,
Oh.
would you eat them?
This is the body of Christ shit. Like,
No, it's just like, oh, maybe.
this is my blood. Drink it in remembrance of me. It's like-
Maybe when I die, I want my friends to consume me, and if like when
You want to be like a ceremonial.
I mean, there's some
beautiful,
cultures
like,
around the world where
someone
this like they do something adjacent to that.
whenever I bring this up to people who are my friends, and they say no, I would not eat you. I'm like, I thought we were real ones, you know? Like
So we're not that close.
exactly,
You know, I mean-
exactly. That's how I feel about it.
So, would you eat somebody if they asked you to?
Absolutely.
What part would you want to eat? What's the prime real estate? Like, what's the prime cut?
I feel like leg meat would be good.
Leg meat?
Yeah.
Like the calf? The ham? Like, what are we talking
I
about?
feel
Let's think
like-
about the cuts.
I feel
I think
like
that booty might just be like too much, like too much.
Chewy.
Yeah, too much chewiness.
yeah, I feel like the thighs would be solid.
That, it would be dark meat because it's a lot of like it's just like chicken.
And also like the arms.
Arms.
Arm meat.
Arms are good.
We're really trying to figure it out.
I would honestly.
I'm sure
I
the
would-
brain tastes delicious.
Mai, would you eat me?
Julie, if you were like I'm gonna go
If you got a
big
world-renowned
G,
chef to
hard
prepare
G,
you.
go yes, and I really want you to eat me. I'd be like, okay, can I just eat your bones? I think I would maybe want to just like grate it on like my food, so it's like easy marrow. You know, I'll
Okay.
fuck around with marrow for you.
I
girl,
can,
You know,
I can
Jesus
get behind
Christ.
that.
we're both vegetarians, or you're vegan.
But see, okay,
You know.
so
But
here's
for
the thing:
you, I
it's
would break.
ethical.
Yes.
And that's the most important thing, right? Because there's consent involved.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be present at the dinner. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow,
Sorry.
wow.
I just I it's funny. I really enjoy trying new foods too, but it's just one that I'd have to
Not
pass on.
people.
Not
Yeah.
people.
Not
no.
even your best.
I
Friend.
feel like the only time I would eat a human being is when it's life or death, like Donner Party shit. Like you're freezing out in the middle of the winter.
Well,
Your friend just died next to you. They're the
Yeah.
only food source.
Yeah.
It's time to figure it out.
I read a story on Reddit one time about
So if you were that person, I'd eat you.
about this guy who like made a bet with his friends that like if they ever had the chance to try like ethical human meat, they would, right?
There's no such thing as ethical human meat, is there?
Well, there is, because
The families get a lot of money off of you donating your body.
no,
for
what
it or some
happened
shit.
was this guy was in some kind of car accident and he had to have his leg amputated, and he was like, "Well, can I take the leg home?" And they
And
let
he
him take
ate
it.
it?
Yeah, and they ate it. And, you know,
And with that, this has been Tidbits. Holy shit.
like,
Tidbits of human
So
meat.
friends came through and chilled with him and
yeah,
like had a course with him.
absolutely, yeah.
Number
And
one,
those are real
real quick,
ones.
real quick. For the leg to have to be amputated, that was like shredded meat there. Like that probably wasn't even good meat. Like, give me a prime leg that's been cut clean, okay? I don't want your shredded up.
I don't know the specifics of the injury. Maybe it was.
It must have been bad for it to have to go, unless it was cancer or something. And then even then, you don't want to eat a cancer leg. So.
Yeah. I mean.
Wow, I never
That's
thought that this would be
beautiful that you want to be cannibalized, though.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
I mean, it's interesting too, considering you're vegan.
Yeah. Like, see, again, it's ethical. That's the important thing. You know, the only thing I don't. It's like, okay, in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and that series of books, the restaurant at the end universe is the second one in the series. And in that book, they go to the restaurant at the end of the universe where their server is a cow that's like sentient. And this cow is taking their order. And he's like, okay, yeah, as soon as you're done with the order, I'm going to go slaughter myself and then serve myself. But it's like what I want to do. I'm into it. And like Arthur, of course, gets real weird about it. He's like, no, I can't eat you.
What's that author's name? Like Palachuk or something? What is his name? That author, like, I need to find out who his drug guy is.
Douglas Adams.
Yeah.
Douglas Adams is
Get
it.
me his drug guy.
Yeah.
Who comes up with, we're gonna make a restaurant, the end of the universe,
Yeah.
with sentient cows that are
The
fucking
meal.
just
And the-
wanting it. Like,
Right?
not even just wanting it,
Yeah.
but get turned on. It's
And
like,
then
what the fuck?
At the end, they do order, like, and the cow walks away, and he's like, because Arthur is being really sketched out about the whole thing, he's like, boy, I can't eat you.
Yeah.
And so the cow is like, oh, I'll be sure to be extra humane about it, like, sarcastically.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stay away from human meat is my end conclusion.
Yeah.
But hey, hopefully you have some real ones in your life that will be down.
I'll
It's
know
just-
them, you know?
You'll know
Like-
them when you meet them.
You're not just a snack, Julie. You're the full meal.
Exactly.
You know?
And I think
That's-
as a vegan, I think I would taste good, you know? And maybe,
Right.
right? I think the meat eaters
You're
would be
plant-based protein.
plant-based protein, yeah. I'm like a cow.
Yeah.
Just waiting to be slaughtered.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That has been the episode. I appreciate y'all joining us for it. Is there anything you
you.
guys wanted to plug at all? For any stuff that y'all have coming up at all, or you're just chilling?
I have an Instagram.
Okay, yeah,
at
plug that. Yeah.
Cruelly.julie. I'm
Spell
right
it like
on.
it sounds.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. CURELLY
Or
dot
did you say U-R-E? I think you said C-U-R-E.
CRUEL.
That's, yeah.
That's how you spell Cruelly, right?
I thought you said, did she say U-R or R-U? Play it back. I'm just kidding.
yeah,
I'm being
like-
an asshole. Go
No,
on.
Now that
yeah.
Cruelly
I'm thinking
Julie.
about it, I'm like,
Cruelly
I don't know.
Julie. What about you?
Well, I
Is it
do
Cruelly
have
Dot or just Cruelly Julie?
Cruelly dot. I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cruelly dot Julie. It
Okay.
is.
All right.
It is.
Do better. Remember your. No, you're like, I think there's a dot. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I have a weekly show every Tuesday at Neon Grotto before it gets demolished at 9 p.m. It's always something different.
I'm gonna be on it.
and-
Like,
Yes, Julie is going to be on it in
We're
November.
gonna plug it.
Yeah. I
Um,
know.
And you can follow me on Instagram at single beta female with one E at the end because I did get hacked today. You know,
Oh.
all bad bitches do. So,
Yeah.
Damn, you lost your old
That's-
Instagram.
huh?
You lost your
No,
old-
no, not yet. Luckily,
Okay.
I would be so sad. But
His roommate lost his Instagram, like over some bullshit, right? Like,
Yeah.
what was it? Like some.
He followed like 20 San Marcos accounts so we could like message them to plug our show.
Yeah.
And they deemed him like a scam bot.
Oh wow. Damn. The trials and tribulations of networking.
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys again for coming on. This has been Tidbits and Randomness. Thank you for tuning in.